scholarships to the day schools today is what, 1.2 million, something like that, in that range. So the dollars that are being pulled together out of the ALA fund and supporting the day school scholarship program are seriously meaningful numbers.
And getting essentially scholarships that are available now. So you can, as Marty mentioned earlier, the maximum scholarship any child can get by state law is just under $9,000. And so if it costs $15,000 to go to school, based on facts and circumstances, the school may award your child a $3,000 scholarship or an $8,000 scholarship. So they're leaving the tuition the same, and you're seeing this at all the private schools around the state, not just the Jewish schools. I mean, it's pretty, and the tuition rates are very similar at most of the top private schools in the state, whether they're Jewish or secular schools or other religious schools. So you're not seeing the tuition actually come down, but to a parent, if you have a child that's going, it may now cost you half of what the regular tuition is because you're eligible for a full or partial scholarship.
The theory would be, or the answer, and obviously, it's, if I go to the door on the left, I don't know what happened if I went to the door on the right, but the theory is that by having these scholarship dollars available, you're keeping more kids in the day school program, which allows the schools to operate at a better capacity rate. The state doesn't collect any money. What happens is, we'll use my example. I said I'll designate $1,000. I was allowed to write a check for $500 to the outlet. I get a form from the state authorizing me or giving me this credit. I write the check to the SSO, in this case to the ALA Fund. The ALA Fund has the money. Come time when I file my taxes, I turn in this form, and I've got to have documentation that I got the check, obviously for audit, whatever, but I take that, and instead of having to, let's say that we calculate all my taxes and I owed an extra $3,000. I send in $2,500 and the form for $500 showing that I've paid the $3,000 that I owe. Conversely, if I was getting a refund of $1,000, I apply for my refund, I turn in my form, and I get back $1,500. So it's handled in that fashion. So the state doesn't put out any money. All they're saying is we won't allow any more than $58 million worth of tax credits against this program, and we control that by the way we send out our forms. And once we've hit $58 million worth of our forms going out, the window is closed.
So if we collected $58 million and then Marty came in and said, I want to contribute $1,000, they would say to you, sorry, none of your money applies?
Well, it's worse than that, because on January 1st, Mitchell and every other SSO is putting in their requests, and last year there was $108 million worth of requests that came in on January 1. So not only did they say, sorry, you can't put it in on January 2nd, they said to everybody, put it on January 1st, we're going to prorate you because we've exceeded the $58 million cap. So the word is, this is no longer a closely held secret. This is out, and like I say, my guess this year is we're going to be up 135, 140 million on January 1.